Hello everyone, this is Archive12, and today I have a couple new Nerdcore reactions for you. I'm a little late to these, by about a day. I wanted to record this yesterday, but unfortunately DizzyEight hadn't released his Venom rap by the time I was going to work. So, I waited, and waited, and waited, and finally he released it about partway through in the day. I'm recording this right after work, but this is releasing on Sunday. So as you can see on the screen here, it released 10 hours ago. So I unfortunately could not record it then, but I wanted to do both DizzyEight and DPS's Venom raps together, just because. Also, I know that Nerd Out did a Venom versus Carnage rap battle, and I'll be listening to that as well and reacting to it. But I wanted to focus on the Venom raps first, because I've been very excited to hear what both of these people have to say. Because DizzyEight and DPS bring very fundamentally different styles to their music, and I want to see how they tackle the same character. It's kind of like when Fable and Divide both dropped a an Invincible song on the same week, and I listened to them back to back to see how they handled the character differently. So we're gonna start with Dizzy, and then we're gonna go DizzyEight. We're going to start with DizzyEight, and then we're going to go over the DPS. DizzyEight has Geno 5 on his rap. I don't know who that is. I've never heard of him before, or her. I'm pretty sure it's a guy. But in his name, he named his song Only Carnage, and the DPS song is There Will Be Carnage. So that's, I guess, besides the artist's name, that's how you would tell them apart. So we're going to listen to Only Carnage first. So, Dizzy just starting off right there. Okay. Before we get any further in this, remember, link in the description below for both of these songs, as well as their respective artists. Go support them. Run this up on Spotify and YouTube and wherever else you can find it. Support the original artists, and while you're down there, you know, like, comment, and subscribe on my channel, because it helps me out too. So yeah, let's stop talking and start listening.
It's Dizzy. Who about to ask for me? Venom what they get when they ask for me. When I'm done, what I left is something bad to see. Run up in your spot, now it's a tragedy. Venom is all in my veins, a killer I enter, you are getting late. He thinking you really a villain, but me, I just see him as food on the plate. You thinking about wasting my time, I'm doing, I'm stabbing, so pick up the pace. He think he don't have any fears until you start staring there right in the face. None of you really a match. Work the Pete, I might black on the suit. Yeah, shorty like a symbiote, she let her get attached to the dude. She sticking to the boy like glue, she think I'm cute, that's your boo, she ain't even mention you. Now your mood cynical, if you physical, I move iller than a school criminal. Like Eddie, are you okay now? Screws loose, you can tell a dude clinical, that's too visible. 2 minds, I got 2 visuals. See me better keep you too visible, cause my thoughts are like 2 cinemas. Don't you know I'm crazy, I'm kinda wily. Oh, they know I'm bragging carnage, that's how my child play. Don't you ever double cross me, ain't with the fire play. If you ever wanna try me, become an entree. So what's up with it? Who about to ask for me?
Okay, before we get into the second part, gotta say, the very smooth, very continuous flow that Dizzy is bringing to this, and I really enjoy it, because there's quite a few DizzyEight songs that resonate with me in a way that no other artist can do, in that they're oftentimes very, very, very continuous. And unlike many other artists, where it's just feels like one long sentence, or one run-on sentence. There we go. Which is, that's no problem, you know. It feels just like you're listening to someone just flowing out, and just like there's no punctuation, there's no breath, there's no like stopping point. And Dizzy can do that sometimes too. I was actually on my way home listening to DPS's, I want to say it's his Jotaro rap. It's the JoJo's Bizarre Adventure rap that has Fable and DizzyEight on it. And both Fable, or no, Fable was the hook. Both DizzyEight and DPS had the type of flow that I was talking about, where like it just keeps going and going and going, and there's no break, there's no breath, there's no nothing. But one thing that I've noticed that DizzyEight is capable of doing, which I really enjoy, and he did this with his Red Hood rap, and he's doing it here, is that he can put that punctuation in there. He can put that slight pause where like you could tell where the sentence ends and the next sentence begins. But he does it in such a way that it still feels like it's flowing. And maybe it's just that's just because the rhyme scheme is slowed down. I don't know. I'm not a rapper. But I'm just noticing these things. And I appreciate that. You know, I think Rustage is one of those individuals that can just like keep flowing over and over and over again with virtually no break and pause. And it can sound really well done. And I've praised him before for being able to go at such a quick pace and yet still be audible and understandable. But there's just something about the is it like a swagger? Is it like kind of swaggy that DizzyEight is bringing in here? I don't know. Maybe you guys can. I hope you guys understand what I'm talking about, and maybe you guys can explain it a little bit better. But regardless, I like what he's doing here, just because it just feels like it's like ominous and it's flowing well. And right now, it sounds like he's just kind of retelling the first movie's story, mixing it in with the comic books a little bit. I don't know what he's going to do with the second half, but hopefully he talks a little bit more about Carnage, but I guess we'll see. Because I know he mentioned Carnage a little bit, but I would like to see if he touches on the relationship between Venom and Carnage a little bit more.
Who about to ask for me? Feeling what they get when they ask for me. When I'm done, what I left is something bad to see. Run up in your spot, now it's a tragedy.
Always smiling, no shit ain't funny, but I got 'em dying, I be wildin', no running from me. When I'm right beside you, my desire, not being hungry, might I remind you, they demise required, so I supply it, and my name ringing bells, they gon' try and get me killed, that's a fact, word is bond, if the bond isn't real, I detach, I attack, better chill, don't relax, bring the carnage, I conquer and kill when I snap, hey, this Eddie Brock ain't reporting to you, like it's the morning news, don't care what y'all say, I'm gonna do what I wanna do, I'm in a dark place, look at the suit, giving you proof, and if we part ways, you gon' be soon, meeting your doom, I'm independent but found a new bond, this a new rhythm, I'm finna go hard, you can get ripped up and split into parts, like 52 pickup, I'm pulling no cards, this evil's emerging, seeking your murder, you can't hurt this though, despite a man's purpose, my name ringing bells, they gon' try and get me killed, that's a fact, word is bond, if the bond isn't real, I detach, I attack, better chill, dog relax, bring the carnage, I conquer and kill when I snap.
I like what he did there. Oh, no, he had a static drop. Interesting. I might have to listen to that at some point. I liked what Geno 5 did there at the end. That was really nice. That was really smooth. I enjoyed both sides. I enjoyed both verses. I am slightly disappointed that the only reference to Carnage in there, besides the little point about saying that you know, that's how my child plays or whatever, you know, whatever he said there. I am a little disappointed that's really the only mention of the character Carnage. I mean, he said Carnage a couple of times, but it was more referring to like the act of Carnage, not the character of Carnage. But, you know, that's okay. It was still a really good song. I still really enjoyed it. I'm going to like it. I'll comment probably. No, not probably. I will comment on it once I'm done with the DPS rap. So let's get over the DPS, see what he has to say about Venom and Carnage. Every share of this video helps a symbiote find a new home. Thank you for doing it. I miss these little witty things that DPS sometimes puts at the beginning of his videos. He hasn't done that in a while. Oh yeah, this one is also done by Musicality. Before we get into the song, I just want to say that DPS has been working with Musicality a lot lately. I think that like the last 3 or 4 songs he's done has been, the beat has been produced by Musicality, allowing DPS to focus, A, on producing beats for other people, which I think is something that he's been starting on doing, and B, actually, you know, focusing on the lyrics and the lyrics itself so he can get things fine-tuned and perfect. Which is really cool. You've seen in like the Blackbeard rap, and I forget what the other one was that he recently just released. But I remember specifically in the Blackbeard rap, like the way he's writing, because he's not having to worry about like stressing out about mixing his own music right now. He's just, you know, producing the raps, and then the music is being produced by Musicality. He has, I want to say he has been delivering harder punchlines. Maybe that's just because of the fact that he's able to focus more on the wordplay. He's always, I mean, anyone who has heard DPS within the last like year or two knows that he has always had really strong wordplay. That's no secret. But I feel like it's just like leveled up a little bit whenever Musicality has produced the beat, because he hasn't had to worry about things. And you know, that's really cool, because it means that we get like the best of DPS's writing style. This sounds creepy. I think that's a quote from the trailer. Oh,
we need a conversation.
Oh, we're getting more of a DPS music video for this. Okay, so this is gonna be like the Dobby rap, with the one he had with McGuire. Okay, I'm all for that. I was saying, I think I said during that rap that I really wanted to see DPS produce more like music videos like that. Looks like we're getting our wish here.
Conversation, evil ain't bad in moderation. I limit these hands in moderation, but the devil inside loves combinations. Never seen it like me, bitch, I'm an alien. Benedonda, ski mask and make you run. Benedonda like a copper stadium. See a little blood and go macadamia. Fuck with the boy, that's a huge mistake. Told you I'm not of the human race. Keep pulling that trigger, I'm mutilate. Hands chopped with a shooting pain. This venomous side is ready to rise, so think big, are you ready to die? The last time I was ready to riot, now I'm fighting the corners inside. And my demons, but they stay eating. Was dark in me and it ain't leaving. I try to bury it and stay breathing, and no heart means I ain't beating this nigga. Y'all talk so violent, my sons, y'all so childish. Put coins on your eyelids, that means I don't buy it, bitch. I'm writing on the inside, and the truth is a given to this line. And you need a demon to fight the devil, the one to block you on this guy. And I'm tired of being in disguise, I'll accept the evil, won't pick sides. Let the Jekyll's there, but it's me instead. Never wear the skin, you know, this high, bitch. Dark, it is all I knew. Every time I fall, I knew. Yeah. Everything is all my fault, so every time I fall I crawl back. Every time I call my home, everyone ignores my phone. Damn, now I don't need your help, I can do it on my own. We are Venom, yeah, this world don't take advantage if you let them. We were just, but now we're handing down the center. Now your fate is in the hands of those you banner. We are Venom, yeah. Bitch, what the fuck you wanna do? What? I'm a demon, better no one in front of you. Think you're really doing something with a gun or two. You pull the trigger, I'ma let you meet the other dude.
Okay, I was waiting for a spot to stop and pause and try and compile my thoughts, but unfortunately he didn't give that to me. Let's rewind it there. I know that DPS said that he was doing this because a lot of people who found him from his previous Venom rap, which was for the original, what was it, 2018 Venom movie that came out. I think it was 2018. But in any case, a lot of people in Nerdcore, including Fable, DPS, and Divide, all created Venom like Venom songs or raps for that movie. And I know that on Twitter he said that because a lot of people had found him from that, he wanted to do this for. I'm imagining as like an homage to that. I wasn't sure if going in this was going to be a direct repeat of it, or if he was going to do what he did with the Batman Who Laughs song and just use that as a slight inspiration. It looks like it's going to be more of a slight inspiration, and so far it's been really good, because I know that in the original Venom rap, if I remember correctly, it was DPS's Venom rap, where DPS sang the Eddie Brock verse, and then he altered his voice to be Venom. So it was like Brock and Venom arguing back and forth. And so I wasn't sure if we were going to get something like that here. I will say immediately that while I did enjoy the Carnage rap, I mentioned in that reaction that I was expecting something harder. I was expecting something more ominous and more like potentially destructive. Like when you listen to it, you expected things to die. And while we got a very interesting, I believe I described it like driving music with killer intent was the phrase I used. And like I said, it was a good song. It wasn't what I was expecting. This is what I was expecting from the Carnage rap. And I'm really glad that we got it for the Venom rap, because Venom is just as he can be just as violent and destructive as Carnage. He's just not as wanton about it, you know? He's got like a little bit of morals compared to Carnage, who just wants to like eviscerate everybody. And I know there are going to be comic book nerds out there. If they see this video, they're going to be like, Carnage does things for specific reasons. And I know about Dark Carnage. I do not like Dark Carnage. We're not going to get into that. Going back to Venom, because this is about Venom. This feels like an inner monologue, or like, how do I put it? It feels like Venom is talking about himself, and you know, I know that DPS does that all the time with like creating the raps as if the character is rapping about themselves, but something about this one just feels a little bit different, and I like it. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's just because of the fact that like without any like actual video footage, like what we saw with DizzyEight, it's focused specifically on the comics primarily, as well as the fact that we're also seeing DPS sing himself. Maybe that's what makes it different, but whatever it is, it's working, and I really am enjoying this.
Venom! We are Venom! Yeah! Bitch, what the fuck you wanna do? What? I'm a demon, better no one in front of you. Yeah. Think you really doing something with a gun or two? You pull the trigger, I'ma let you meet the other dude. I don't think you really wanna come at you. You just wanna flex a little, move the pecs a little. Couldn't read the textbook, so it's taxi wheel them. Cutthroat, when they talking at their neck, I kill them. JG Wentworth, the check is real. I only give you one option, I get the spill blood. Took the red pill, so I know the real ones. And you ain't got the roster to lift the steel drum. Ramble, everybody here can get touched. Your life is unrefundable, we dump, you get flushed. Everybody want it gone, the real thug. The wind blow wrong and the strong get wicked up. Oh, shit, he with a chrome, did he? Oh, with his blood got me so giddy. Thought you was like, you so drippy. I'm fleeing the scene, but with choking he. Big Poppy wanna slide and batter up. Got him pancake, but you battered up. Put him cameras, open apertures. You gon' need it for the med examiners. So you in the back, boy, it's fabulous. Shine Lord's way, but it's blasphemous. When them tanks at, let them canisters. Feel like stallions, boy, we savages. Think it's fuck set, we don't back it up. Bullets ain't shit, they don't pass to us. Run that whole clip, now your ammo up. Run them long lanes with tarantulas, bitch. Dark, it is all I know. Yes. Every time I fall, I yes. Everything is all my fault. So every time I fall, I crawl back. Every time I call my home, everyone ignores my phone. Damn, never don't need your help. I can do it on my own. We are Venom. Yeah, this world don't take advantage if you get up. We were just, but now we're handing down the center. Now your fate is in the hands of those you Venom. We are Venom, yeah.
Jesus fucking Christ. No, it was the Mojito rap. That was the other one I was thinking of. Holy crap. Oh. Is that a Yu Hakusho cipher? Game Boy Jones. Okay, I have to remember that one. But, okay. What do you say about that? Like, that last little part before the final chorus kicked in. That's what I wanted from the Carnage rap. That aggressiveness and intensity and like vile wordplay. That's what I wanted. And I'm so happy that I just got it. Oh my God. I am going to go see Venom on Wednesday. And this is going to be in my head all day. Both of these songs are, but especially just the aggressiveness that DPS did, the ramping up near the end. That is, yeah. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. That's going into several playlists. But yeah, I've got more recording to do, so I'm going to wrap this up here. Thank you for joining me. This was Arc Alpha 12, and I shall see you in the next video.